Alright, it's time to help Gaming, boys. Though, I do wonder if we're going to get the cutscene in this act, or if we're going to get it in the next. Normally, they do the cutscene on Act 3 or 4. They switch it around now and again, so who knows? Because I'm pretty sure we're still waiting for Furina and all that to come back.
It's time to carry out the plan! Let's go find Gaming! Hope everything goes well.
Let's go solve some family issues. But like I was saying, I think we still need to wait for Furina to come, so I do wonder when that is going to happen. Yo, we're here. What's up, Gaming?
Paimon sees you've certainly gotten an early start this morning. Playing games already, are we? Who won this time? You the one buying dim sum again?
Hey, when you put it like that, it makes it sound like I'm always the one losing.
Yeah, Gaming does seem like one of those characters. No matter if he loses, he's still paying.
Ah, perfect. You're all here. There's an important commission I need your help with.
Ah, classic. What do you need?
All right, I've got the time. Where are the goods?
It's not just goods this time. I need you to escort a tea merchant and their wares from Chaoying Village to Liyue Harbor. A very important client has requested to meet with him.
This is not his dad, is it?
Sure. What's this merchant's address?
Uh-oh.
Here.
And it's gonna kick in. I'm guessing Jin Yun set this up.
If the client's that important, then this must be a very crucial, very pressing commission, right?
Ah, okay, so yeah, this is part of the plan that we set up.
Of course, the sooner you complete it, the better. I would advise you to depart as soon as possible.
That's fine by me.
All right, don't work too hard now, Longjo. We'll set off then.
We're putting him in a very uncomfortable spot. But if it's what we need to do, the Glede returns to the Pavilion. So, it seems like we are going to be getting the cutscene this act. Oh, thank you. We just teleported here. How
You're
kind
a
of
bit
them.
quiet today, Gaming. Oh, do you want Paimon to tell a story?
We're almost there. I'll take a rain check on that.
Thank you. We don't have to listen to Paimon's yapping. Damn, the music here is a vibe.
Hello, you must be the tea merchant heading to Liyue Harbor. We're here to escort you.
What's up? I'm guessing this is his dad? Yeah? You gonna be like that? Okay.
Dad?
Time to repair a family.
Oh, so you're Gaming's father. It's nice to meet you. Just leave this delivery to him. Trust Paimon, he's got this in the bag. Gaming is super good at what he does.
God, this is making me feel uncomfortable, to be honest.
Everyone at the Secure Transport Agency says as much. Even the Ministry of Civil Affairs has nothing but good things to say about him.
Yes, look how good your son is. Stop being a prick.
Seems like you've made some sort of name for yourself at least.
Okay, there's a lot we need to work on. You know what? I don't blame Gaming for, nearly throwing fists.
The goods are all in order?
Yes, they're all here.
Then let's get going.
Yeah, well, this is super awkward.
A very important client has asked for you by name. You kinda have to come with us.
Yeah, by no means are we forcing this.
Paimon doesn't know how we would explain ourselves if you just didn't show up. Plus, you'd be missing out on a huge money-making opportunity.
And that's all he needed to hear.
I see.
Money?
I suppose I will have to trouble you all to escort me, then.
This is gonna be
Let's go.
It's gonna be a very long journey. So, guys, nice weather, right?
We've been walking for so long. Is anyone tired? How about we stop and rest for a bit?
Bro, it's so obvious we're setting something
fine.
up.
Gaming, don't you usually have some delicious snacks on you? Come on, bring them out so we can share them.
Bro, this is so awkward.
Fine. Thank you.
But the winter melon cake he gave us last time was so delicious. Have you ever tried it before, Mr. Ip?
Paimon.
Yeah, this actually hurts. Come on, guys, look how amazing Gaming is. It's the fact that it's too fast.
This place looks nice and open. Why don't you all rest here for a second?
I mean, didn't we just pass Wangshun Inn? We could have just stopped there and rested.
Huh? What about you? You're not going to join us?
Come on, guys. Stop. What, you're not gonna rescue your dad who you have a very complicated relationship with? Come on, there's nothing wrong here. We don't know about your issues, you definitely didn't tell us.
I'm not tired. I'll keep watch.
Oh, but
Just let him go.
okay, we'll just share amongst ourselves then. Did you know, Uncle Ip, that the flavor of these cakes changes depending on...
I'm just saying, guys, this plan sucks.
Halt! Who goes there?
Oh, Hilly Troll?
It appears that one's movements were overly conspicuous.
Honestly, they suit the treasure hoarder look pretty well.
Enough of your musings. Focus. Focus on the matter at hand.
Honestly, Gaming Sword looks pretty
Present
good.
your exquisite ornaments at once.
Honestly, again, I really like these two, but man, I wish they got better treatment.
Indeed. Bring them forth readily and without protest.
Ah! What do we do?
Oh no.
It seems as if these two are acting alone.
Oh yeah, they're definitely acting alright.
It won't be difficult to subdue them, but they might have something else waiting in store for Dad. The best way to keep him safe is...
You run, I'll hold them off.
Leave this to me. I'll handle them.
Actual two strong opponents, though.
Traveler, Paimon, take my dad and the goods away from here.
No,
Alright.
coming. It's too dangerous.
Well, at least it's showing that his dad does care. That's a start.
This is what I do.
A thorny foe indeed. Let us depart and seek a target softer in blows and disposition.
Bro, that's it? No more than that? Come on, guys, we need better acting than this. That was awful.
Don't think I'm gonna let you off so easily.
Actually, never mind, it worked out, and Cloud Retainer's just vibing in the back.
Away! Let us away!
Coming!
Well,
Don't worry, he's a great fighter.
totally not fighting against two Adepti.
Paimon's even seen him take down a dozen or so treasure hoarders all by himself.
Yeah, he's amazing.
But coming, if he had just stayed by my side and learned the family trade, he wouldn't have to put himself in such dangerous situations.
Well, if you just let the man dance, you know, you won't have to do it.
We just have to trust him. Let's go on ahead. We'd best get away from here, in case there are other bandits in the area waiting in ambush.
Oh, Cloud Retainer's gone. Oh no, she's back.
All is going to plan.
Alright. What's next?
Okay, we should be good to stop here.
Yo, is that a Zhongli I see? Hold on a minute.
Zhongli? Oh no, what is he doing here?
The man's vibing, man. Oh, a little Hu Tao ghost, that's adorable.
Good sir, please listen to me. Reel in your line and leave this place as quickly as you can. There are bandits in the area.
There we go. This actor's already 10 out of 10. It's got Zhongli in it. Hey, we might as well roll with it. It's more realistic this way.
Bandits? Acting in broad daylight?
That makes no sense. I mean, actually, it does make sense. We've seen bandits throughout all the day. Again, I do like it. He's got a Hu Tao ghost kite, though. You good?
Oh.
Let me translate. Yeah, we're kind of planning something here. Don't ruin it. We are trying to trick this dude.
Ah, I see.
There you go. See, he gets it.
It appears many people are catching a chill as of late. If your throat is bothering you, Paimon, perhaps some tea and rest are in order.
Okay, maybe not.
Nope, no need. Paimon's fine. She just, had some cake stuck in her throat.
He must have figured it all out by now. Is he just playing dumb on purpose? Probably.
If there are indeed bandits in the area, then we should inform the Millilith at once.
The guard that was escorting us is already on their tail.
Oh? Well, if that's the case.
Can you be our guard?
Such matters are best left to those with the necessary expertise. Wouldn't you agree?
True.
I suppose you're right. If ordinary people like us got involved, we would only cause more trouble.
Since we find ourselves otherwise unoccupied in this beautiful area, Why don't we find a quiet place to relax while we wait for good news?
If it means I can hear more of your voice, yeah.
That would be lovely.
So, Uncle Ip does have a reason to be worried. After all, Gaming, the guard we mentioned, is his son.
Indeed.
Gaming. The name sounds somewhat familiar. Ah, yes. That is the name of the Wushou dancer who has been performing around Liyue Harbor recently, is it not?
That is correct. Yeah, we're going to be seeing a good animation of that. Hopefully.
Oh, have you seen him perform?
Indeed. I cannot help but admire his skill. He truly encapsulates the spirit of the Suani.
See, why didn't we just get Zhongli on from the start? Just the way this man talks just makes everything so much easier.
Wushou dancing has become more well known in Liyue Harbor recently. However, although performers are seeing budding success, they have no doubt had to face many hurdles along the way. Ones not so easily understood by spectators such as ourselves.
There you go. Zhongli has put everything on the table. Easy peasy.
If you ask me, what truly deserves admiration is perseverance in the face of adversity. That is a rare attribute indeed.
Indeed it is.
I have heard many of my acquaintances praise Gaming for his kind, selfless, and courageous disposition. To have a child so accomplished and upright, you must be a very proud parent indeed, Uncle Ip.
See, we should have got Zhongli to do all this instead of Paimon. This is far better. Uncle Yip.
Seems like Zhongli has decided to skip the formalities.
It's much more casual and not forced.
Well, he's a hard worker. Yes.
There you go.
You should be sure to tell him you think that when he gets back.
Bro, it's so, like, it's a lot of forcing to the point where it's uncomfortable. It's like, oh yeah, make sure to tell him. Oh yeah, make sure you think this way. Oh yeah, look how good he is. Oh, you know, say all this, say all that. And it's just like I get trying to help them, but when you're trying to dictate like every action they do, it becomes a bit forced.
Your son is young yet. It's normal for someone his age to be a bit hot-headed. It's understandable to find talking about such things in person difficult. If there's a particular sentiment you wish to convey, perhaps we could pass it along for you.
There you go. Much better.
No. It wouldn't be right to ask that of you. This thing between us has festered for many years now. In truth, there are some things that simply aren't easy for us to talk through.
Oh yeah, those things are easy to talk about, but you still need to talk about them. Like, yeah, it'll be difficult and painful, but some things in life are.
I've been in the tea business for most of my life, and I always hoped my child would do the same. Otherwise, how would he support himself?
Man, you do know that other jobs exist, right?
Over the past few years, I heard how well he was doing for himself as a guard. How his work was taking him to farther and farther off places. I also heard that he never gave up on Wushou dancing. It made me happy. But I was also worried. When you're young, you can handle all that physically taxing work and manual labor. What young person isn't capable of making a living that way? My concern is what happens when you get old.
Like, I can see where he's coming from, but you also have to take in, like, consideration, like, people have dreams, like, they want to have fun. You don't want a child growing up just doing very boring things, like, yeah, it'll be a stable life, but will it be a fun one? Most likely not. So yeah, see where he's coming from, but you also need to realize he is a kid.
Every time I get to thinking like that, I cannot help but be reinforced in the belief that I was right. That I was right not to give in. I often regret introducing him to Wushou dancing as a kid. If I had known how things would turn out, I would have never taken him to see those performances in the first place.
It is only natural for a parent to strive to send their child down the right path. No one would begrudge you that sentiment, Uncle Ip. You need not worry.
That's true.
You seem quite young, Mr. Zhongli.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yet you speak with such wisdom. Perhaps I have misjudged your age.
Yeah, only a little bit.
Your words are too kind. Truth be told, one of my old friends has several grown daughters.
What, Cloud Retainer with Ganyu and Shenhe?
Rather than fretting about their future, however, she prefers to let them find their own way.
See, Zhongli's doing this in a much better way.
Then she's more easygoing than I could ever be. I fear I lack such an open mind. Oh, I meant to say earlier, there is no need to be so polite. Feel free to call me by my name, Iptak.
Sure.
Why did we have such a shocked expression on us? Like, oh, damn.
So, do you also think I fret too much, Mr. Zhongli?
Like, I think it is okay as a parent to worry about that, but you also kind of need to see things from your child's point of view. Like, they have dreams that they want to fulfill. Like, they want to actually live their life.
That's not exactly what I was hoping to convey. Only a fool would ask a parent not to worry about their child. But think of it this way. Raising a child is not unlike flying a kite. Hold the string too tight, and it can no longer soar.
Mm-hmm.
As my friend once said, if your children are aiming for the stars, clipping their wings will only cause them to come crashing down. You
True.
need to let out the line for a kite to soar.
It seems I was too stuck in my ways.
Like, this way of approaching a situation is far better than what we were doing, where we were just like, oh yeah, tell him that you're proud of him. Oh yeah, tell him all this. Like, we were forcing it way too hard.
You need not reproach your heart for caring. You simply need to loosen your hold a little. Indeed, with such a big heart, why not allocate the time you usually spend worrying about Gaming to the pursuit of other things, like going for a stroll, drinking tea, or taking in the scenery. You never know what surprises could be in store. Things can change in the blink of an eye.
Honestly, going on a walk can be very helpful.
The blink of an eye, you say? Do things change so quickly?
Children grow up in quite the same way, do they not? Day after day, year after year, sometimes in the blink of an eye, but always when you least expect it. As a father, I'm sure you know that best.
I think Zhongli is like heavily talking about his own experience, but since he's lived a very long time, like he has seen Liyue's harbor full development, and that's probably went by in a blink of an eye for him.
Yes, you can say that again. 1 second Gaming was a kid, the next thing I knew, he was ready to fly the nest.
Zhongli certainly has a way with words.
Yeah, which you certainly don't. Hey, there we go, he's back.
Oh, Gaming is back!
But this is a really good start. He's recognized that the way he thinks is a bit flawed and he kind of needs to change and, you know, loosen up. Now he just needs to build up the confidence to actually tell Gaming. This is just something that we kind of need to let them do their own thing, and we don't force it.
Hey, Gaming, we're over here!
Dad, Traveler, Paimon. Good, you're all here. Oh, and Mr. Zhongli from the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor? You're here too?
Yes, sir.
A fated meeting indeed. We were just enjoying some pleasant conversation.
Yeah, this is something that you have to do privately.
Is everything resolved?
Well, you could say that.
They got away.
What does that mean?
Traveler, Paimon, come with me. I need to talk to you.
Alright.
Huh? Oh, okay.
How did he find out about the plan?
I'll come right out and say it. Those two bandits, you sent them, didn't you?
No, we definitely didn't force that.
So that's how we're starting off?
I mean, I would be pissed.
Can't look me in the eye, huh? Guess I'm right then.
Okay, but how did you know?
I mean, it was pretty obvious. We suck at acting.
At first, their mannerisms seemed a bit stilted. But once I got close, it was obvious that they possessed great skills. I was right on their tail, and it should have taken only a few steps to catch up to them, yet somehow, I was never able to close that distance. People with that level of skill would have gone about things differently from the start. like sneaking up on us while we were distracted.
But yeah, we're trying to trick a guard who has, you know, had a lot of experiences with fighting and, you know, with bandits. So he's gonna recognize when something's a bit off, you know?
Unless, of course, their real motive was to lure me away from the group all along.
Wow, you're pretty quick on the uptake.
I just have a lot of experience. I've dealt with many a ruthless bandit in my time, but I've never seen ones like them.
Makes sense.
In the end, I told them they would make good guards if they ever wanted to get back on the straight and narrow, and that they could hang out with me in Liyue Harbor anytime.
You ever consider you might be a little too good at making friends?
Hey, making those connections, it's good.
I'm guessing you guys were trying to help resolve things between my dad and me?
Yeah.
I appreciate it, I really do. But this conflict between us has been going on for a long time. Even if those two were real bandits, and I was able to subdue them and show them what I was capable of, it wouldn't change anything.
Well, yeah, because we needed a Zhongli to help.
You've seen the way he talks to me.
It's not like that at all! Your dad really cares about you. You should see the way he talks about you when you're not around. Zhongli was talking things through with him and he nearly agreed to let it go. You don't believe us?
Well, from Gaming's point of view, he's probably only seen his dad be very defensive, so it makes sense why he wouldn't.
He won't let it go. He can say as much as he wants to other people, but he won't talk to me. I'm certain of it.
And you? Will you talk to him?
You told us you wanted to prove yourself to your dad. Why don't you tell him about all the hard work you've done these past few years?
Will that even do anything? I'm not sure talking is enough.
Just show him you dancing. Like, actions speak louder than words. Show him the effort you put in. Like, his dad showed him the dances when he was a kid, so his dad definitely, you know, enjoys the dances.
You won't know unless you try. Just like how you won't know if something is delicious unless you taste it. Listen to us. It's time to put these people skills to good use. You can make friends with anyone, so why not your dad?
Yeah, it won't hurt to try.
I'll do my best.
You are very knowledgeable, Mr. Zhongli. I'm impressed.
Yeah, the man likes to dabble in different things.
Despite my being in the tea industry for several decades, it seems I still have much to learn about the art of tea tasting.
You flatter me. It was nothing but a few humble musings.
How much tea have you drank since we've been gone?
Hey man, you can never drink enough tea. It's not like it was alcohol.
Ipdak and I have found many a common interest. Our friendship, much like a cup of tea, seems to grow stronger the longer it has to steep.
Well said, Mr. Zhongli. Gaming, Mr. Zhongli is very knowledgeable. You should take the opportunity to learn from people like him when you're in the city.
Actual goated advice though. Like, anyone can benefit from Zhongli.
Huh? Oh, of course.
Ahem. Zhongli?
Let's get out of here.
I have very much enjoyed our conversation, Ipdak, but I, unfortunately, have some unfinished funeral parlor business to attend to.
Hopefully we do get to see Hu Tao though.
Oh, I hope I didn't keep you. My apologies for taking up so much of your time, Mr. Zhongli. No need to stay on my account. When you're less busy, let's find a time to meet. I'll treat you to dim sum.
Look at that.
It would be an honor.
We'll see you off, Zhongli.
Alright, have fun you two.
You two have a nice chat, alright?
Yep. Might as well break that barrier.
Thanks for helping us talk things through with Uncle Ip. Good thing you were able to pick up on what we were putting down.
But yeah, Zhongli 100% saved that.
I have been around the both of you for some time now. You could say I have a certain level of expertise in that regard. As for my role in the conversation, think nothing of it. I hardly did anything noteworthy.
Classic Zhongli. Yeah, I didn't do anything noteworthy. Nah.
You never change, do you? Why did you have us walk all this way? Paimon thought we just had to go far enough to be out of earshot.
Well, yeah, we don't want to still be within their sight. We need to let them be alone. No one else around.
A friend approaches.
Cloud Retainer?
Hello.
Ah. A Zhao.
Zhao, you're here too?
Oh, we can't have a lantern rite without a Zhao. That wouldn't make sense.
I've been here the whole time.
God, I've been here the whole time. Jeez.
A ghostly kite. Could that elusive Director Hu be coming to Wushou Inn once again?
Again, I do find it adorable he used like a Hu Tao ghost kite.
What is she doing here? I suppose it matters not. Given her relationship with Rex, well, Zhongli, I might as well go pay my respects.
Oh, that's adorable. Oh shit.
It's you. I thought you were Director Hu.
Ah, your arrival is most fortuitous. Do you want to try out this new gadget?
This is cute, man.
The addition of the power source makes the takeoff more stable. It's just that...
He seems quite immersed in the study of this device.
I think it's just nice to see that Archons are just vibing now. Like, we know what they went through, so the fact that they just can, like, walk around flying kites, it's wholesome.
I fear it's almost too stable. It completely negates the pleasure of seeing one's kite sway with the wind. It's a bit of a shame.
Bro, yeah, that is what I said. Like, there's nothing more fun than flying a kite in, like, very windy weather. Just fighting for your life.
In truth, I'm here because Director Hu dispatched me to purchase some items in preparation for Lantern Rite.
I see. Much like she does every year. Much like she'll do next year, I would imagine.
She likes to have a bit of fun. Great conversation, guys.
Am I wrong? Or has she once again sent you out to buy, what is it, sesame oil or something?
While we're on the subject, I do wonder why she is so obsessed with using sesame oil in the preparation of mixed vegetable dishes for Lantern Rite. A recommendation from Xiangling, perhaps. What do you think, Xiao?
Like, it's the fact that it's such a casual conversation that I enjoy it so much.
I've only met Director Hu a few times. I'm hardly the best person to ask.
And is that not a sign that you should visit Wangsheng Funeral Parlor more often?
True.
It wouldn't hurt to grace the parlor with your presence now and again, when you are otherwise unoccupied. This one here is a traditional kite, one without any equipped mechanical device. Director Hu tasked me with studying the differences between the two to determine which one is of greater merit.
Oh, what, we're gonna be getting Zhao flying a kite? That'll be cute.
Many hands make light work. Perhaps you could test out the other kite for me?
All right.
There you go.
I have made my comparisons.
Okay, I am hoping when we do get the cutscene, we see Zhao flying the kite. I think that'll just be wholesome.
If speed is what you're after, the mechanical kite is the better choice.
Wonderful. I shall pass that information along to Director Hu. I'll leave these two kites with you. Perhaps you can find a few friends with which to partake in the activity.
Me?
You might find it to be an enjoyable use of your time.
Yo, I sense we're getting another moment with Zhao. Let's go.
Oh, wait. Who enjoys kite flying?
Well, I would imagine someone of your talent and wisdom is more than capable of finding out.
God, I wonder who will do it with him.
So, you were testing out the kites for Hu Tao and even roped Xiao into doing it for you? Paimon didn't ask earlier because the situation was, awkward.
I would hardly say I roped Xiao into anything. I simply sought the help of a friend.
Fair enough.
Besides, we did the testing together.
I mean, Zhao seemed like he was down for it as well.
Seems like our pool of competitors is growing.
Yeah, the competition's not the important thing right now.
Do you like kite flying, Xiao?
I suppose I neither like nor dislike it.
AKA, you need someone else to be with you when you're flying it to enjoy it.
Although, watching a kite gradually ascend into the sky does bring me a certain peace of mind. Perhaps they're a bit like Xiao lanterns in that way.
And I mean, that's a good sign because when he did let off a lantern, he was smiling, so good direction.
Kite flying is also a pleasant form of relaxation.
Have you ever thought about making a kite, Xiao? Cloud Retainer taught us how. We can teach you if you want.
What kind of kite would Zhao even make? It'll probably be like Rex Lapis, like a demon, or a mask.
There's no need. Menogius was the only Yaksha among us who had an interest in matters of ornamentation and design.
I mean, you could also build a kite to pay respects to him.
When Lantern Rite is over, come find me near Pervasi's temple if you have the time.
Absolutely.
It's getting late. I should go inform Director Hu of our findings.
Alright.
How's she been, by the way? Be sure to say hi to her for us.
Hopefully we get to see her anyway.
The last time I spoke to her, she mentioned that she would be visiting Chaoying Village in a few days.
Okay, so we'll probably see her in the next act then.
If you have the time, perhaps you could also make the trip. If you happen to run into her, you can pass along your regards in person.
Sounds good.
We'll keep that in mind. Take care, Zhongli. See you later.
Goodbye, Zhongli.
See you next time.
I don't want to see you go. No. And now to this awkward situation.
Coming.
Ah, classic.
You can go first.
I don't have anything to say.
Well, that's a lie.
Then I'll go. I still don't want to leave Liyue Harbor.
Fair enough.
Oh, I can't say I support that decision, but...
Nope. You left too early, man.
Hey, let me finish before you get all worked up.
Sit, Shenhe, sit. You must be tired from your journey. Shall I pour you a cup of tea, or would you prefer something else to drink?
Yeah, these two coming in with the assist. Guys, I think we should have, like, waited a little bit just to see what he would have said.
No need. I'm not tired.
Bro is like, what are you doing?
They're gone, Master.
Oh.
Perfect. The time is nigh for us to make an appearance. Do you remember the plan when recounted to you?
Okay, let's see how fast this is. Is it going to be good acting or not?
Yes, Master. We aim to give them a demonstration of familial love.
Oh boy, here we go.
So I'll have whatever you are having.
Guys, just leave them alone.
All right.
What are Auntie Xianyun and Shenhe doing here? Just how many people are involved in this scheme? I suppose all I can do is just take a seat and see what happens.
Yep.
Perfect. I just so happen to have bought some Sunglow tea recently. It's quite the delectable variety.
Wow, this tea is such amazing.
Or it would be if one has not been forced to drink it every day in the hopes of whittling down one's considerable stash. One has more than had one's fill already.
Oh yeah, all the tea she bought.
Oh, forget it. Such thoughts detract from the present need to keep up the conversation. Has work been busy during the holiday season? Do you need my help with anything?
Bro, it's so fast. This is terrible acting.
Drunk guests can sometimes cause trouble, but I deal with them as you taught me, by pinning their heads against the table.
Now we're talking.
Are Auntie Xianyun and Shenhe serious right now?
Not part of the plan, not part of the plan.
Oh dear. While one was busy orchestrating this act, one seems to have forgotten about Shenhe's various eccentricities.
No, hold on, let her cook. Alright.
What I meant to ask was, have you made any new friends? We live so far from each other. It would be a great comfort to me to know you were surrounded by good companions.
Uh-huh.
You already know of my past circumstances.
Never mind, Shenhe was like the best choice for this.
Recently, I've been conversing with Guoba in the kitchen at night. Guoba can't talk, but his companionship is a comfort.
Hey, Guoba's a great friend.
The poor child. Her one friend can't even talk.
Yo, it's working.
I guess maybe Gaming is not doing so bad after all. Perhaps I've been too hard on him.
Let's move on, shall we? Do you have any plans for today, Shenhe? How about we do something fun?
Okay, yeah, what would Shenhe consider fun?
That sounds about right. Take her to do something fun, and perhaps she'll loosen up a bit.
My man is now invested.
Like we used to do when we would carry stones up and down the mountain from dawn until dusk, picking herbs to eat for dinner along the way. If that is what you ask of me, then that is what I shall do.
To be honest, it's kind of working.
Dad, here, have some tea. Or no, wait, let's not have any just yet.
Yo, who would have guessed that Shenhe would have been like the best pick for this?
Yeah. I simply can't listen to that any longer. Coming. I'd like to finish what I was trying to say before.
Man, the MVPs is Zhongli and Shenhe. Holy. They are the only two that played it, like, fully natural.
I don't support your decision to stay in Liyue Harbor, because living there is too hard on you. If you come home, there will be people to help you. I'm not saying we have to live under the same roof. I know our personalities are too similar to avoid butting heads. But you'll have your entire family around you. Your aunts, uncles, they'll all do whatever they can to help. You could get a less taxing job, and we could grab dim sum together from time to time.
Again, the man just wants his son to live an easy life, but he has to see it from Gaming's point of view as well.
Huh. I didn't know dim sum was such an important affair, Master.
Shh. Not the time.
Just think about it, okay? You don't have to decide now.
Dad really has changed a lot. He would never have said these things to me before.
We've got development, boys.
But
Now say your true feelings.
Thank you, Dad.
It's been long enough, don't you think? Oh, Paimon sure hopes they've made up by now.
It's not a thing that can be fixed, like, over conversation. It takes time to heal.
Oh, they're drinking tea in silence. That's not a good sign. Did Xianyun's plan not work after all?
Nah, that was a great step. Like, a year of, like, problems building up and not talking things through isn't all just gonna disappear over, like, one conversation. Like, it's something that you have to take steps in.
Hey, you two! Paimon's sorry we were gone for so long. We got to chatting with some friends and didn't realize how much time had passed.
Perfect timing, actually. We seem to be just about done here.
Yep, let's go. I'll get the bags.
I think that was a great progress, though.
Gaming has grown a lot taller, hasn't he?
Honestly, I would say, like, the conversation between these two was, like, my favorite part.
Master, did I say something wrong earlier?
Nah, you said all the correct things.
I tried to go along with your questions, but when I saw how you and that man reacted, I started to wonder.
Nah, it was perfect because it was natural.
Not at all. Certain unforeseen variables may have presented themselves along the way, but the outcome proved favorable. The plan was a success.
Yep.
Then I helped?
Yep.
Naturally. Your purity of spirit is one of your greatest strengths, Shenhe. You need not change who you are.
Oh, that's cute. There we go. That's a cute photo. Hey, it's Charlotte.
You must be Mr. Ip! Thank you for coming all this way.
What, is Charlotte also in on the plan?
My name is Charlotte, and I'm a reporter from Fontaine. You can find me writing for the Steambird. I invited you here not just to purchase your fine tea, but also with the hope that you might be willing to sit down for a short interview. What do you say?
It's always great seeing Charlotte, man.
An interview? To advertise my teas?
You can go about it that way.
I suppose you could think of it that way. We Fontainians are big tea drinkers too.
Yes, sir.
The Fontaine Market.
See, that's what we like to see, combining the two.
Then I'll need some time to adequately prepare. Perhaps we could sit down and discuss the questions you intend to ask in advance.
Of course, of course. Please follow me.
Yeah, we can let those two do that. Hey, she's in on it. Yeah, so she was.
Is this
she was
person also involved in your plan?
I mean, did you just see the wink? But yeah, she is in on it. Yeah, she's the very important client.
And here I thought I had lots of connections. I suppose I've been humbled. You sure know all kinds of cool and important people.
Yeah, that's one thing we'll never lose on.
Over here! Yoo-hoo! Over here!
Yo, bro, she's so dopey, dude.
Huh? What? Auntie Shenyun?
She probably wants to talk about the next phase of the plan. Let's go while your dad is still distracted.
Alright. Look, if there's anything that needs to be done now, it's just let his dad watch him dance. What's up?
I take it that all is going well?
It's progressing in the right direction.
Don't worry, Shenyun. Everything is going according to plan.
I knew it. I knew that was all an act earlier. Auntie Xianyun is really something.
Man, it should have been obvious it was an act from the very first sentence.
She was so determined to help me. She didn't even care about making herself and Shanhe appear foolish in front of my family. She truly knows how to look out for others. I still have a lot to learn.
I don't think she was making herself to be foolish.
As for the next step...
Oh no!
Oh, bad news strikes.
What's wrong, Gaming?
Don't tell me you're the ones footing the bill for all that tea. I can't let you do that.
Don't worry, she bought way too much.
Fret not. Reimbursements will be made.
Exactly. Think of it more as an investment, as Ningguang would say.
An investment of repairing a family.
We pooled together the Mora so that Charlotte could place the order. She's gonna bring it back to the Steambird as a gift, as well as a sample of the regional specialty.
Hey, you know what? That's actually pretty smart.
Fontanians will probably fall in love with your dad's tea as soon as they lay their eyes on Charlotte's article. And once all the money from the new orders begin to roll in, getting our Mora back will be a piece of cake.
Actual smart plan. Respect.
Oh, okay. Business-related matters always seem to go over my head, but I refuse to let you all lose Mora on my behalf. I'll pay you back right now.
We can talk about such matters at a later date. There are more important matters for you to consider at the moment, are there not?
True.
Yes. I've been thinking about it the whole way here. I have an idea.
Let him see the dance.
But I'd hate to cause even more trouble for all of you.
That is for us to decide.
Yeah, we're all friends here. Plus, we wouldn't be here if we didn't want to help, right? Just tell us about this idea of yours.
Just let my dad watch. That'll be the plan.
Okay. So, it's like this.
And we're not gonna hear the plan. Classic. Well, at least we know it's gonna work.
Just leave it to us.
Again, it follows the same rule. If you don't hear the plan, it's most definitely gonna work.
Let's split up and make it happen.
Alright. Sounds good, gang.
We need to do those things we talked about, but we also still have the kite flying competition.
Honestly, I keep forgetting about that.
Since Xiao already tested out those kites for us, why don't we also go buy one of those mechanical thingamabobs or whatever they're called? We can attach it to our kite.
Sure, I guess. It's coming out of your pocket, though. You suggested it.
Hello again.
Sorted.
Welcome back. I see you returned from your trip. I really do have to thank you for all your help from before.
Ah, you're welcome.
Thanks to you, my daughter was able to build a kite with her grandmother that very same day.
Aww.
She even wrote a long letter telling me how much she loved it.
That's adorable.
Oh, you should really be thanking Gaming, not us.
I'll be sure to.
There you go.
And are you here to buy a kite? Please, take your pick.
Honestly, if I were to take a pick, I'll probably go for the butterfly.
Oh, we already have a kite. We wanted to buy one of those, device thingies from Fontaine. Do you sell them separately?
I love we just can see Charlotte in the back.
Yes. Here you go. Please, take it, free of charge.
Buzz
The
in.
directions are in the box. It's not hard to install at all.
You'll love to see that.
It doesn't feel right for us to just take it.
Now we'll take it.
Well, nor would it feel right for me to take your Mora. Good luck in the kite flying competition. I'll be rooting for you.
Thank you.
All right, then. Thank you.
Alright. Oh, yeah.
It's done.
God. I just remembered what the Paimon kite looked like.
Let's get down to business.
Bro, the Paimon kite is so cursed. But it's kind of adorable, so let it slide.
Looks like we finished everything we needed to do. Let's find a good place and put this thing into the sky.
Yay! Whoa. Oh, cutscene?
Chi-Chi, we're almost there.
Oh, that's adorable, dude.
Okay.
I always like the Lantern Rite cutscenes. Look at that, everyone's getting along. Man, their outfits are so
Here,
good.
Allow me.
Aww.
The lantern rite is as festive as ever!
Everyone's bonded.
Huh? Oh, what's going on?
Did something happen?
Oh.
What should we do?
Is everything going wrong?
Should we get the Millilith?
Oh, wait. It's all gonna light up, right? There we go.
What's that?
Is Garmin gonna cook? Okay. Man is walking on water. Okay, this is low-key hype. Hell yeah, dude. Oh, Adeptus is probably helping. Okay. Shush. Yeah, that'll do it. Sick, dude. Aww. Hey, the man's got moves, man. So cool, man. Bravo. See, that's what his dad needed to see. Aw. Hey.
Have I taken that many pictures already?
The star just full.
I need to load more film.
Man, the vibes are always great. Oh. There it goes.
Wait, the wind.
Don't worry. Yeah, I was about to say.
Oh my gosh! Mommy, I want a big kite like that too!
Hey, Zhang Yun's coming in clutch.
It's so beautiful!
Aww.
Happy Lantern Rite.
Yep.
Happy Lantern Rite!
Hey, can we have that photo? Aww. There we go. Now hug. Oh, come on. They definitely hugged there. I'm gonna take it as they did.
Gaming's performance was so cool, Paimon almost wanted to join in. You saw that, right, Traveler?
I did indeed.
Oh, he's over there, talking to his dad.
That's the thing about Lantern Rite cutscenes. They just put a massive smile on my face. The vibes of it are always perfect.
I think I'll head off now, if that's okay.
Thank you, little girl. Do you want us to walk you back?
No need, no need. Master is waiting for me right over there.
To be honest, with how many like important people are in Liyue, it's probably like the most safest place.
Dad.
Ah, classic.
I suppose I'll go first this time.
Okay.
Your performance. I've seen many Wushou dances in my time, but I've gotta admit, what you pulled off there was breathtaking.
I mean, the man was walking on water, so it's not every day you see that.
Wow. I never thought I'd live to hear you say that.
You're serious about doing this professionally?
I mean, if you're doing stuff like that, you can do that professionally and get paid a lot.
Absolutely. I know it'll be difficult, but...
Then it doesn't matter.
There you go.
What I mean to say is, of course it'll be difficult. But if that's your decision, if that's your dream, then it doesn't matter how difficult it is. As long as you put in the work, then any obstacle can be overcome in time.
There you go, he's finally understood.
Really, when I was young, I also... Actually, how about we save that story of my past for another time?
You also wanted to be a dancer?
All I really want to say is, I've changed my mind. Much like this kite, you also deserve to soar to new heights.
Yep.
Dad.
There we go, family restored. We did it, boys.
Son.
Son? Haven't heard that in a while.
God damn.
I bet you're wondering what's gotten into me saying all this.
Well, a little bit, yeah.
Okay, truth be told, if you just saw, like, your son do something like that, could you still really be mad? Like, it would be so hard not to change your mind.
Anyway, I know I've never found the chance to say this before, but...
I'm proud of you.
To me, Gaming, you've always been a great kid.
Aww.
Alright, that's everything I've got. Did you have something you wanted to say, or...
Just a hug? Oh. Hey, there you go. That's what you needed. Hugs, man. They're great.
Seeing the two of them talk things through like this really gives Paimon a sense of accomplishment.
Truth be told, it was mainly Zhongli and Shenhe that played like a big part in it. Yep, it was definitely all because of you.
Now go. Over there. Your friends are still waiting for you.
Huh? But you came all this way.
I'll be staying in Liyue Harbor for a bit longer. When you have time, we can grab dim sum together. Your treat, right?
Dad, honestly.
I mean, he was gonna pay for it anyway.
Go.
Okay, then I'm off. See you soon.
That's nice, though. Like, since, like, I can't really connect to this since it's not something I've experienced, but, you know, like, there has been people that have gone through similar situations to this, like, and they haven't, you know, gotten that resolve. There's definitely going to be a portion of people that can, like, connect to Gaming and, like, his story. So, yeah, I think it's nice. That kite does look sick, though. What's up?
That's quite the smile you've got there, Gaming.
Really?
I mean, restoring a relationship with your father? Yeah, I would assume it would.
It's nothing to be embarrassed about.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I'd like to find and thank Auntie Xianyun, as well as everyone else who's helped me out. If everyone has time, maybe we could all get together and...
This is what I want. Just have a bunch of characters sat around a table and vibe.
Go fly a kite.
I'll do that as well. That would also be entertaining. The Glede returns to the Pavilion. That cutscene was so enjoyable, though. Like, man, there's just something about drums that just get me hyped. Oh, wait, it's these two. Just seeing their relationship develop is so funny, man.
I don't get it.
Is something wrong, Shenhe? Tell me. Perhaps I can help.
The color black doesn't get dirty easily, so I thought this outfit would be acceptable to wear to work. But Xiangling told me it was inappropriate.
I wonder why. I mean, look at it. God damn.
But inappropriate? How?
She probably just meant the outfit isn't suitable for that particular environment and occasion.
Yeah, the customers would be way too distracted.
But for a festival gathering with friends, a nighttime stroll, or an important banquet, your outfit is more than appropriate, Shenhe.
Yep.
So you're saying it's only something I should wear in front of important people?
That's one way of viewing it.
I suppose that's another way to think of it.
That is cute, though. Actually, you know what? We'll play through Act 4 as well. Why not? Might as well wrap it all up.
Oh, Paimon almost forgot! Didn't Zhongli say Hu Tao was also planning on spending some time in Qiaoying Village?
Hu Tao and Furina, that's what I need.
Nothing else to do today, right?
Oh, this is where it's gonna get really entertaining. Here we are. This place looks so nice, by the way.
The mountain air is so refreshing. It makes Paimon feel like she could float around all day and never get tired.
Yeah, we'll see how long that lasts.
Cream! Gummies! Fuel fruit!
Shut up!
Huh? Did you hear that?
No, Paimon, I didn't.
Sunshine! Blue skies! Good vibes!
Hey, something about good vibes.
Right? So Paimon wasn't just hearing things. That voice sounds really familiar.
Was it Hu Tao? Well, we haven't really heard Hu Tao shout that loud before, so I honestly don't know.
Well, we've got the time. Why don't we go check it out?
Alright, let's see what's up. You and Paimon make your way up the mountain in search of the source of the shouting. As far as you can make out, it's almonds this and cocoa paste that. Sounds delicious, that's for sure. The lively voice invigorates your steps as you ascend the mountain in no time. Oh.
What are they doing here?
Navia and Clorend. Okay, hold on a minute. I wasn't expecting them. Holy.
Navia, Clarend!
So it was Navia shouting that.
Ah, well, if it isn't my dear partners.
Hey, what's up? It's so wholesome seeing them together now.
See, I told you that something good was going to happen during our travels today. I have to say, sometimes the Steambird's astrology column is spot on.
Hey, Mona knows what she's doing.
It's just your lucky day.
Are you guys also here to catch the festivities? Oh, and that reminds me. Happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite.
And to you.
Happy Lantern Rite to you too! Wait, if you're here for Lantern Rite, then what are you doing on top of this deserted mountain?
Okay, hold on a minute. So if Navia and Clorend is here, who else? We definitely know Furina's gonna be here. Like, I really want Neuvillette to be here, but he still needs to stay in Fontaine, so I don't think that can happen. Risley is probably gonna be staying in the prison, so that's not gonna be a possibility. We're just gonna have to see.
And that voice we heard, that was you, right, Navia?
Oh, impressive. You could tell it was me from that far away. You've got good ears.
Yeah, totally knew it was you.
That or your voice is just really loud.
Well, of course it is. After all, I'm a boss.
Yes, sir.
Indeed. I suppose it's an asset.
Sure is! Having a loud voice is a handy tool when it comes to communication.
A loud voice and a really good sounding voice. That's what you need.
Wait. That wasn't even Paimon's point. Paimon just wants to know why you two were shouting from the top of this deserted mountain.
Just funny, innit?
There was something about almonds, maybe? And buell fruit? Ooh, is it some sort of secret code?
No, it's not a code. The words are meaningless.
Just shouting, innit?
Perhaps, but the act of shouting was very meaningful indeed. That's just what mountain climbers do, right? After all the hard work it takes to make it to the top, as you stand on the summit looking out at the vast scenery, it's not easy to resist the urge to release those emotions.
Honestly, she's kind of spitting. It's in when you just see a rock, you just want to throw it, man. I see, so it's not what you were shouting that matters, but the act of shouting itself.
Exactly. You get me, partner.
100%.
I was afraid that it would cause a disturbance, so I asked the locals around here, and they said it was fine. Apparently most hikers like to shout when they get to the top, so the locals are used to it by now.
Yeah, the echo just satisfies the ape brain.
So, you see, it's not just me. I guess everyone shouts from the top of a mountain at some point in their life.
I mean, sure.
Speak for yourself.
When you're stressed, don't you ever just get the urge to do something for no reason?
In her case, it'll probably be shooting something.
Not really. If I ever get stressed, I just go hunting.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's a pretty good way to relieve stress.
It just depends on the person, innit?
What I choose to hunt depends on my mood.
Huh?
As she says whilst looking at Paimon.
Anyway, why don't you two give it a try? Shout anything you want. It's a real stress reliever.
Hey, look, Paimon shouting. Might need to take off the headphones.
As long as Paimon has clothes on her back and food in her belly, Paimon doesn't think there's any stress that needs relieving.
And I prefer to keep things bottled up. Well, that's not healthy.
Oh, I bet you guys are just too embarrassed to let loose. no need to be shy. Even Furina was shouting from the top of this mountain earlier.
Who? Hey, okay, so she's already here. Who?
Huh? Did Paimon hear that right? Furina's also here? In Qiaoying Village?
Yes, sir. Furina and Hu Tao, so that is a combination that I want to see.
Believe in your ears. It is indeed as you heard. Actually, the reason we climbed this mountain in the first place was also because we heard the sound of shouting.
It's just like this never-ending loop of people coming up the mountain to see what the shouting was from.
Yes, we could just about make out someone yelling things like, "Help me!" and "What should I do?" So we hurried up here to check it out.
Classic Furina.
And what do you know? Miss Furina was standing right there, all red in the face. She practically sprinted back down the mountain the minute she saw us.
Yeah, embarrassed.
Ah, that reminds me. I believe what she actually said was, "So help me, I will figure out what I should do about this script."
Yeah, of course, it was all part of the script.
So, you could actually hear what she was saying? Why didn't you say so earlier? I thought someone was really in trouble.
I figured we would come check out the situation either way. Why not let her keep some privacy?
I also just wanted to walk up a mountain.
Oh, seems like you caught Furina in the middle of some stress relief as well.
Look, Furina has a lot of stress built up, alright?
She probably would have never thought. No, she definitely would have never thought she would run into anyone she knew all the way out here.
Yeah, that is true. Was she alone?
I think so. We ran into Neuvillette on the way here as well, but he
Wait
was
a minute.
already on his way back,
No!
so they probably weren't together.
Come on! I actually didn't expect him to leave Fontaine. Oh man, seeing Neuvillette meet any of the Archons, oh, that would be a treat. A messy treat, but still very entertaining.
What? Neuvillette was here too?
Yeah, so many people from Fontaine.
What was he doing here? It couldn't have been for vacation.
Everyone's going on a field trip.
I think it just might have been, actually. But apparently he only stayed for half a day before heading back. He's a very busy man.
Which, honestly, that makes sense. He needs to stay in Fontaine.
Neuvillette is not the type to take much time off. Taking even a half day for himself is already a huge step in the right direction.
Didn't Charlotte publish an article on the Liyue tea industry recently?
Correct.
Maybe he was inspired to come buy some tea after reading that article. You know, just like you were.
Probably came here to test the waters.
My situation is completely different. I'm here because I was asked to accompany you. The tea purchase is simply an added bonus of this location.
Yeah, the tea definitely wasn't the most important part.
You Fontainians and your tea drinking.
Hey, I respect it.
Oh, it's not for me. I lost a bet with Ridesley, and now I have to buy him something.
Seems like a fitting gift.
It was just a spur-of-the-moment sort of bet.
I really like Clorand and Risley's relationship, just like constantly betting against each other. They have an interesting dynamic.
Ridesley gets really invested in that sort of thing, but he couldn't care less about what he wins in the end. You could give him mint plants that you plucked from the side of the road, and he wouldn't even mind.
Hey, fair play to the man.
If only he was that easygoing when it came to talking business. In any case, I'm pretty sure the tea you bought is this region's specialty. What is it called again? Neuvillette even mentioned it earlier.
Sunglu tea. Buy 10 boxes, get half off?
Yes, that's the one.
You didn't really buy 10 boxes, did you?
Please, do I look like someone who would fall for that sort of marketing trap?
Insulting Cloud Retainer there?
That reminds me. You guys said you only came up here because you heard my voice, right? I hope it didn't put you out. You must have had other plans for the day.
It's always a treat seeing you, Navia.
Oh, that's right, Hu Tao!
Hopefully we see Hu Tao interact with these two. That would be entertaining.
A few days ago, we heard that a friend was going to be in Qiaoying Village, so we decided to come and see if we could run into her.
Oh dear. We've been chatting for quite some time. I'm sorry for keeping you.
No harm done, partner. Is this the first time we've ever heard the Traveler say partner? I can't remember.
That's good.
We should probably head out and look for Hu Tao.
Yep.
No need to stay on our account. We just got up here, so we're gonna stay around for a little longer.
Sounds like a plan.
Go and meet your friend. We can meet up in Qiaoying Village later.
Sounds reasonable to me.
Sounds good. We're gonna head down the mountain then. See you later!
From what it seems like, it does seem like Furina's gonna meet with Hu Tao, which is gonna be great.
What do I have to do to get you to yell from the top of this mountain? Name your price.
God, these two are so cute, man.
You really want to hear it that bad, huh?
I'm just curious is all. I have a feeling you'll say something amazing.
I will pass.
Ah, no fun.
I prefer to let actions speak louder than words.
Shoot your gun then. Hold on a minute.
Chaoying Village is known for its tea, but you know what else they have with tea? That's right, dim sum!
Alright, Paimon, shush. I'm pretty sure I just saw Hu Tao, Zhongli, and Furina. I didn't even think of that. Furina meeting another Archon. That is very interesting.
Didn't Gaming say something about dim sum being eaten in the morning? Oh, Paimon wonders if we can still get some at this time of day.
Afternoon tea might be more appropriate at this point.
Oh, well that's fine too. Paimon doesn't care what kind of tea it is as long as it comes with some tasty snacks.
Fair enough.
Now let's see what kind of yummy things we can find around here.
Did you already forget our original task?
Paimon's not seeing things, is she? Is that Furina standing between Zhongli and Hu Tao?
Whoa, judging based on the head, I'd say so.
Wonder what they're talking about.
Okay, I'm very invested in this now.
Zhongli knows a lot of stuff. Maybe he's telling Furina about Chaoying Village. Oh, or maybe Hu Tao is trying to rope Furina into being one of her clients.
See, this is what I like. I like seeing Archons interacting with each other. Like, so far, like, my favorite Lantern Rite was seeing Venti and Zhongli interact. That's still been, like, one of my favorite moments. Want to make a bet?
Hey, this isn't the Fortress of Meropide.
You being a quitter, Paimon? You scared?
But Paimon could be convinced for the right price. Let's say loser buys the winner 3 huge bowls of seafood kanji.
Bro, even if you lose, you're still using my money.
Since Zhongli is there, Paimon bets things are pretty tame.
No.
It's decided then. Paimon votes for tour guide Zhongli.
Then I vote for Hustler Hu Tao.
Alright, no time to waste. Let's go see who's right.
It's 100% gonna be Hustler Hu Tao. When is it not? Or it's gonna be both. Man, she's so cute. What's up, gang?
Oh, great. Now Paimon's shouting too.
It is what it is.
Oh, well, aren't you a sight for sore eyes? Seems like our luck just keeps on growing.
Now, this is a squad I can get behind.
That we were able to meet you both without prior arrangement must mean that this is quite the serendipitous meeting indeed.
Indeed it is, Zhongli. Indeed it is.
Huh? Oh, so both of you are acquainted with the Traveler and Paimon then?
I have keenly felt the passage of time since our last meeting.
Looks like someone's learned a thing or two from Zhongli.
Do you think after all this time, Hu Tao has figured out who Zhongli is? Because I'm pretty sure she thinks that he's an Adeptus, but I wonder if she thinks that he's Rex Lapis himself.
I must admit, I am a bit surprised to see you here, Traveler.
I'm surprised to see you here. It also makes sense why Furina is here, since like she's gonna be traveling more as well.
But seeing as you're a hero who's been all over to that, it makes sense that you would be well-traveled and well-connected.
Indeed.
Since we have found ourselves in each other's company within this fertile land, allow me to take this opportunity to wish you a happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite, Furina.
It appears you have been to Fontaine then.
Yeah, and we went through quite a lot.
Given your proclivity to spread good deeds wherever you go, it's no surprise that you would make the acquaintance of a celebrity as illustrious and celebrated as Miss Furina.
Okay, so how much does Zhongli actually know about Furina? No.
That's quite high praise. What I mean to say is, you flatter me, Mr. Zhongli.
Mate, I would love to see Furina find out that Zhongli is an Archon.
Although I've built up a certain following within Fontaine, it is no reflection of strength or wisdom. I stand before you right now as nothing more than an ordinary traveler in search of beautiful scenery and creative inspiration.
What?
There is definitely more to Mr. Zhongli than meets the eye. I could tell as much from our conversation earlier.
I mean, Furina is smart, so it doesn't surprise me that she picks up on stuff like this.
Given his breadth of knowledge on both academic and worldly matters, There's no way he hasn't heard about what happened in Fontaine.
Mm-hmm.
Is he just feigning ignorance for my benefit?
Yeah, how much does he know? That's the question.
No. Yeah. You're no common tourist. I simply won't have you talk about yourself that way.
Huh? Does that mean Hu Tao also knows?
Bro, she's so paranoid.
You may not have heard, friends, but...
Miss Hu Tao.
I don't think she's gonna say what you think she's gonna say.
Miss Furina is now one of my esteemed clients.
Who would have guessed? There you go.
Yep.
Hey, at least you're gonna have a good coffin. Did you hear that, Paimon? She's Hu Tao's esteemed client.
Okay, you win.
Yeah, eat shit, Paimon.
Guess Paimon will have to break into the hidden stash at the bottom of her shoe.
Yeah, you been hiding that away?
Huh? What's this about winning something?
Just doing normal bets, innit?
Don't tell me. You two were placing bets on us?
It was Paimon's idea. Just throwing her under the bus.
We just saw you guys standing on the side of the road and couldn't help but take guesses as to what you were talking about. Oh, I see. That means you, my friend, must have guessed that I was trying to promote my business to Miss Furina.
Well, you know me.
That I do, my friend.
Hu Tao's so fun, man.
What was Paimon's guess then?
Zhongli.
Paimon thought Zhongli was showing the newbie around.
By newbie, you mean me, right?
I mean, you're the only person that would be applied to, so yes.
If that's the case, then Paimon's guess was also correct.
Yeah, I knew it was going to be a tie.
Oh, that's right. Mr. Zhongli was telling me about some great sightseeing spots in the area.
You see? Paimon was right too!
So we split the cost.
Since both of our guesses were right, there can't be a winner or a loser.
Fine, keep your secret stash then. No, we split the cost. I ain't paying for it.
Hey, don't be upset, traveler. How about this? You buy Paimon a bowl and Paimon will also buy you a bowl.
Sure.
As for the third bowl... Since I was the subject of the bet, perhaps it should go to me? You know, as a congratulations for the huge deal I just struck.
I'll buy you a bowl anytime you want. Hey, yo.
I was just joking. Anyway, I should be the one treating you. The funeral parlor is about to bring in quite the sum after all. Oh, Paimon almost forgot to ask about the most important question.
That would be?
Something happen recently, Furina?
What, the whole shouting business?
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, you know, with you enlisting the services of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor and all.
Wait. Oh, wait. Getting graves with the people that, like, passed away? That would be so depressing.
Oh, well, yes.
Oof.
Really? Oh, no. Paimon is so sorry for your loss. Although Paimon may have not known the person,
Whoa,
please
okay.
accept Paimon's deepest...
Whoa, it's not like that, Paimon.
Okay, yeah, maybe we might have gone a bit too off to the deep, and it might not be that bad.
Huh? But Paimon just thought, since you hired the services of a funeral parlor and all... Hey, it's not that big of a stretch.
Yeah, I'm kind of with Paimon on this one.
Really, Paimon? It's not like you don't know me. Do I look like I know anyone who would ask me to coordinate their funeral?
Fair point.
Miss Hu Tao is simply helping prepare some props for my film.
Ah, okay. That's a much happier direction.
Not too long ago, I read a collection of horror stories from Liyue. The content was spectacular. In fact, I still feel the need to sleep with the light on even now.
That's how you know it's a good horror.
Anyway, that's not the point. Now that Fontaine's biggest star has returned to the stage, I figured it's about time the industry enjoyed a breath of fresh air.
I mean, with your Hydro homies next year, I'm pretty sure you can sleep safe. You might even call it a breath of fresh air or... What? I feel like I'm missing a very obvious pun. Okay.
Hey, that's pretty good. I'll have to remember that for my ad posters.
That pun went straight over my head. I have no idea what that meant.
Oh, Paimon sees. That makes a lot of sense.
Oh god, Paimon understood it before me. Oh, what's the world coming to?
So, did did you come to Liyue just to enlist the services of Longsheng Funeral Parlor?
Vacation as well, probably.
Well, not exactly. My original plan was to just relax and enjoy the sights. But then I ran into Miss Hu Tao and Mr. Zhongli, and well, you know the rest. I suppose it was meant to be.
Hey, making use of the opportunity.
It was a fated meeting indeed.
It all comes back to fate.
Zhongli sure loves his lofty turns of phrase. But if you ask me, it's all thanks to that man who stopped to ask for directions.
That man, Neuvillette?
Oh? Who was it?
It's someone you know. Wanna take a guess?
Let me think. It was Neuvillette, wasn't it?
What? How did you guess that on your first try?
Well, thanks to two certain people that heard you screaming.
Very impressive, my friend. Your guessing game is spot on today.
You tell everyone about your encounter with Navia and Clorinde at the top of the mountain. One look at the pitiful expression on Furina's face is enough to convince you to leave out that part about the shouting.
Huh. Paimon never thought Neuvillette would be the type to get lost.
I mean, it is a region that he possibly hasn't been to, so it makes sense.
I'm sure he didn't get lost. Even I was able to find my way to this place without any trouble.
What, so the man just wanted to talk to people?
He was already getting ready to leave by the time I arrived. He just wanted to ask someone about the quickest way to get back to Fontaine.
Fair enough.
Yup, that's exactly what he asked. This area is full of mountains and rivers. It's normal to not know the fastest route.
For him, though, swimming would probably be the fastest route of them all.
So, were you
Fair
the
enough.
one that pointed him in the right direction, Hu Tao?
Of course. I'm also a guide of sorts, you know. So naturally, I also have a great sense of direction.
Yeah, guiding people to the afterlife.
But speaking of your friend...
There was something weird about him.
What about him?
He doesn't get out much, does he?
No, no he doesn't.
Ah, no wonder. He was stiff as a board and way too polite. I would have never guessed he was here on vacation if you hadn't told me.
Yeah, honestly, that seems about right.
All in all, he was only here for half a day. I'm pretty sure he is the only one who would consider that to be a vacation.
Again, he can't really stay out of Fontaine for that long, though.
Oh? This gentleman you speak of must keep a demanding schedule.
Yeah, good thing he didn't run into Zhongli. That would have been a disaster.
I'm sure he does. You didn't see him, but he was dressed like he was about to attend some important meeting. It wasn't anything like what someone would wear on vacation.
Is that so?
Like, I would love to hear Zhongli's thoughts on Neuvillette now that he's regained a certain thing.
Wait, you didn't see him, Zhongli?
That's for the best.
Unfortunately, no. At the time, it appeared as if Director Hu and Miss Furina were having quite the productive conversation. I know matters of business can take much discussion, so I decided to fetch some tea for them.
This place might have been potentially destroyed if they did meet.
What a shame. That gentleman seemed like a sophisticated sort of guy. I actually think you two would have hit it off.
Nah. I don't think they would.
Is that so?
I think Zhongli can piece it together, where he probably knows there's something more to him than meets the eye. Judging by how Zhongli is acting, and taking into consideration Neuvillette's true identity, could Zhongli have been avoiding him on purpose? So Zhongli potentially might know. Okay. Honestly, smart decision. Oh, I see. It is what it is. It's truly a pity.
To borrow Miss Furina's turn of phrase, perhaps it just wasn't meant to be.
I would have loved to see that encounter so much, though. But that's probably going to be saved later down the line.
Well, with the Traveler around, I'm sure you'll have a chance to get to know each other at some point.
Maybe.
That's right. She's got more friends than she knows what to do with.
I have a certain charm about me.
Well, that's certainly true. Oh, that reminds me. If you get the chance, you should try and talk to Neuvillette into loosening up a bit.
That is a lot to ask.
Just tell him the Palais Mermonia isn't going to fall apart if he disappears for a few days. He shouldn't keep himself cooped up all the time.
How long can he actually stay out of Fontaine? That's what I want to know. Like, I would think like 1 to 2 days is like maximum.
Even clams open their shells to let in fresh water every once in a while, right?
Yes.
If he's really that much of a stickler for protocol, he can fill out a leave of absence request. He'd have to approve it himself since he handles that sort of thing now, but you know what I mean.
But would he approve it though? That does make sense.
Seems like this gentleman is also in charge of something pretty important.
I mean, he is the fair and impartial Eudex of Fontaine, head of the highest court in the land, otherwise known as the demon who controls all the paperwork in Fontaine.
I've never heard of a demon that boring before. In my experience, a leader needs to be able to roll with the punches. That also includes knowing when and what to prioritize. It seems like your friend still has a lot of growing to do.
I mean, he has a pretty heavy task to uphold.
If I remember correctly, he's already several thousands of years old.
I mean, if we're taking into account, like, all of his, like, other lives, then yeah, but I think his, like, this life is... I think it's only around, like, 500, right? I don't know if I'm remembering that wrong, though.
You're quite right, Miss Hu Tao.
Oh, Navia and Clorend, hello.
Oh? Traveler, Miss Furina. Those two individuals over there appear to recognize you.
What's up, gang? How did you know that before? Wait, how did you know that? They wasn't even looking at us.
Oh, it's Navia and Clorand. Hey, over here!
Hey, what's up, gang? Now, this is a squad.
We saw you all chatting over here, and we're wondering if we could join in.
See, to me, this is what gets me, like, the most hyped. I love seeing characters from different regions interact, especially if it's characters that I really enjoy.
Please, excuse the interruption.
It's all good.
Oh, so polite. No apologies necessary. Any friend of the Traveler and Miss Furina is a friend of mine.
There you go.
Ah, straight to the point. I like it.
To be honest, these two would hit it off so well. Everyone circles around you and begins to introduce themselves. Hu Tao's eyes light up when she hears about Clorend's profession. What, because she's a fighter? But a quick explanation from Furina and Navia seems to dispel some of her more misguided ideas. Hu Tao was seeing a business opportunity.
It's getting late.
God, just give me like a 2-hour quest of just these lot interacting. That's all I need.
If we want to catch a boat back before dark, we should probably get going.
Indeed. Then, Miss Furina.
You going or you staying?
Oh, yes?
When are you planning to head back? Do you need us to escort you?
Oh, I don't think that will be necessary.
Hey, she's got the Hydro homies to escort her.
I mean, you're not my subordinate anymore. You don't need to look after me.
I didn't mean it that way.
Okay, now that I think about it, since Zhongli knows that Neuvillette is the Hydro Dragon, then it makes me wonder if he does know what happened to Furina in some way. I don't know how, potentially in some way.
It's normal for friends to travel home together if they run into each other on the road.
There are a lot of mountainous roads in this area. I imagine they'll be even harder to navigate after dark.
See, they care about you.
Exactly. Just like in those ghost stories.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to be around Hu Tao at night.
8 paths converge in a wood. Beside them an old house is stood. If you dare to go inside, not a soul will greet your eye.
Ooh.
But if you take a closer look, there may be something you mistook.
So
a
dumb.
candle flickers to and fro, yet there is no wind to make it so. What is its secret? What could it mean? In this wood, where mystery screams. Ooh.
It's just the fact that she's just staring her down like this, man. Bro just went on a 20-second dialogue whilst doing this. Classic.
My dear demoiselles, ladies, no, I mean friends, please take me with you.
That's a good choice.
Of course.
Furina?
Gotta say, Furina, you are really quite the character.
That she is.
By the way, did I hear you mention that Clorand used to work under you?
I mean, I feel like it's very well known that Furina was the Archon, right?
Then you must have also been a leader at some point.
Like, it was a very well documented thing. Like, yeah, look, our Archon is a celebrity.
Well, that's, all in the past now. Besides, being a leader is hard. It wasn't the right job for me. I prefer how things are now. I can come and go as I please, and get to enjoy the sweet taste of freedom.
Hey, she would get along with Venti on that department.
I see. Well, you've certainly picked an apt place to relax. Chaoying Village is an exemplary choice.
Well, have you all had a good time?
Only the best. And I've learned a lot, too.
That's good.
Thank you so much, Miss Hu Tao and Mr. Zhongli.
It's fine. You've thanked us more than enough already.
Again, I'll say it again. I'm pretty sure I could have like a 2 to 3 hour quest of like just these characters talking. I would find that entertaining enough.
The next time you're in this neck of the woods, I'll treat you to some dim sum in the city.
Dim sum. Is that some kind of Liyue term for snacks or desserts?
They are a part of it. It's basically a table full of as much tea, sweets, and good company as you can manage.
Sign me up.
Oh, so it's basically a tea party. Sounds great.
Make sure to order the winter melon cake and the lotus flower crisp. They're so sweet and delicious. Paimon knows you'll love them.
Ooh, okay. I'll be looking forward to it then.
Okay, now we just need to have Fontaine interact with Mondstadt and Sumeru.
Wait, but didn't you guys say you were here on vacation? How come you're all going home empty-handed?
Yeah, you're not bringing home any souvenirs?
Of course I am. I bought tons of fun things to bring home with me.
Fair play.
A kite, a parasol, a little tin frog that jumps. Oh, and a stuffed toy of a mythical beast.
Actual sick items, okay.
Chlorand is the one who didn't buy anything for herself.
So I bought something for her.
So all you're bringing back with you is that tea?
Hey, she knows what she wants.
And some tea-flavored hard candies. They're for Sigewin.
Aw.
Chlorand isn't much of a shopaholic.
Yeah, honestly, same.
Well, one of us has to practice restraint.
Oh, shots.
Hey, I'm hardly reckless with my Mora. I'll have you know, all the purchases I made today were well within my budget.
Yeah, what about you, Furina?
Me? Oh, well, I bought some tea, of course.
Of course.
I just had to try all the varieties recommended in the Steambird. Other than that, just some bits and bobs, you know. A little bit of this, little bit of that.
You know, some props for the movie set. It is what it is.
They should all be things I can use, I think.
So you fell for a few marketing traps then.
Now Paimon's even more confused.
I mean, Furina does seem like the type to fall for marketing traps, so it makes sense.
If you bought that much stuff, where did it all go? Into one of Linny's magic packets?
I mean, they were handed out to everyone, so yeah.
Oh, actually.
What, just had Neuvillette carry it back?
Monsieur Neuvillette took them with him.
Oh, so that's what happened. Wait, what?
I mean, he's strong enough to do that.
Why did he take them? He's not hoarding treasure, is he?
I mean, he is a dragon.
That's quite the imagination you've got there, Paimon. Monsieur Neuvillette just saw the amount of bags we had and offered to take them back for us.
Right, good guy, Neuvillette.
I felt a bit bad at first, but, I really did have a lot of stuff.
Now we just need fan art of Neuvillette carrying like 50 bags.
He even offered to deliver my gifts to the Fortress of Meripede for me once he's done with the day's work. Neuvillette is a man of his word. If he says he can do something, then he means it.
Yeah, I would believe so.
See, even Chlorand was happy to take him up on his offer. If even his trusty subordinate agreed, then who was I to refuse?
You know what? It makes a lot of sense. I just keep imagining Neuvillette now with like 50 bags just vibing, just walking through Fontaine. I want to see that.
Wow, he seems like a real gentleman. Maybe he's not as uptight as I thought.
The man has a goofy side, just not when it comes to certain people.
If only the funeral parlor had an employee as thoughtful, proactive, and responsible as him.
Yeah, everyone's just throwing shots now.
Right, Zhongli?
Zhongli is a gentleman, alright?
Indeed.
Chlorand said Neuvillette offered to deliver her gifts to Risley. So if we go to the entrance of the Fortress of Meripede, maybe we'll run into Neuvillette.
Oh, so we are going to be seeing them.
We don't know exactly when he'll show up.
Oh, that reminds me. A new year of work is about to begin.
Mm-hmm.
If there's anything you want to talk about, Zhongli, you know you can come to me. I'm all ears.
You see, I'm actually an Archon.
Does the director have any concerns?
It just seemed like you were a bit preoccupied today, and much less talkative than usual. You barely said anything other than, "Is that so?" and "Indeed."
I mean, I don't blame the man. The man nearly just had an encounter with Neuvillette. That would have been terrible.
If you ask me, I'd say you're having a midlife crisis. You're getting to be around that age after all.
Oh yeah, totally.
Is that so?
Ugh.
He's trying his best.
I jest. Given its distance from the city, Chaoying Village enjoys a much slower pace of life. Surrounded by such peace and tranquility, I also seem to have developed a proclivity for inactivity.
Of course, that's the excuse.
I apologize for making you worry.
Aw.
I see. What do you think, Traveler?
Oh.
Is this atmosphere putting you in a lazy mood too?
I mean, it is a vibe. I could definitely relax here. Out of mind, out of sight.
Wow, you are getting really good at these kinds of lines.
Indeed.
Is that so?
Well, everyone, make sure that you've got all your belongings with you before we leave.
The bags are packed, ma'am.
If there's any souvenirs anyone still wants to buy, the time is now.
Reliable as ever, Miss President.
Mm-hmm.
What is that supposed to mean?
Hey, we already know Navia can handle herself.
Chlorand is right, though. You really are reliable.
Mm-hmm.
It's not what she's saying, it's the way she's saying it.
I will say, but I never thought you'd be so easygoing outside of work, Chlorand.
I mean, just one look at her interacting with Risley, you can definitely see that.
The tone of voice you use when you're working doesn't exactly make you seem like the type who enjoys interacting with people.
I mean, the work she does is very serious, so yeah, she has to come off that way.
Well, I try to keep my professional and private life separate. That includes my behavior.
Makes sense.
You take care now, Traveler. Paimon.
Don't worry, your partner is very strong.
Ah, trying to act cool now, are we? Well, I guess it's not an act for you, is it?
Correct.
You are indeed quite strong.
Thank you, Chlorand.
It's been great talking to you all. I'm really glad I decided to come to Chaoying Village.
Look at that, happy moments for Furina. You'll love to see it.
Maybe we could go on another trip together sometime?
That's cute.
Look, it's Neuvillette. We lucked out.
God, Zhongli and Neuvillette in the same act? You'll love to see it. Hello, Neuvillette.
Oh, it's you. It has been some time since our last meeting.
I mean, it's still impossible to tell how much time has passed.
Few people frequent this location. Since I was able to conclude my work early for the day, I thought I might take a walk and avail myself of this area's peace and quiet.
Fair enough.
You call this early? Do you always work this late, Neuvillette?
I mean, he has to.
Strictly speaking, that depends on the agenda for the day. I am hardly bereft of time, however, so working late is of little consequence to me.
I mean, he probably has the stamina for that as well.
Really? If you have so much time on your hands, then why did you only go to Chaoying Village for half a day?
He needs to stay in Fontaine.
First, I should clarify that I was referring to my lifespan, rather than the time at my disposal on any given day.
Fair enough.
Second, I was unaware you possessed knowledge of my trip to Chaoying Village.
We do a bit of snooping. You give Neuvillette words. God, mind.
Thank you for informing me.
It's like the one reason I don't like the wall of text is because I tried to read it as quickly as possible and then I just completely fail at reading it. So, did you deliver the gifts?
Yes, they have been safely delivered.
Oh, I would have loved to see that interaction. Oh, never mind.
I have to hand it to Chlorand. Just a simple gift delivery, and she has the great and mighty Udex at her beck and call.
Honestly, he has a point.
I was just passing through. It was merely an act of convenience.
All right. Then I hereby confirm receipt of the goods on behalf of the staff of the Fortress of Meripede.
That's way too formal.
A verbal receipt of confirmation?
Is such a formality really necessary for a small matter such as this?
Guess not. This quantity of tea, though, seems a little excessive for a gift, don't you think? Before you know it, they'll start accusing me of taking bribes.
Well, that would be a disaster.
About that. Much of that is my own excess, I'm afraid.
Come on, guys, we're only gifting things here.
Oh? Why? What happened?
It was buy 10 boxes, get half off.
No, goddammit, Neuvillette. You fell for the trap.
Ah, that explains it then. Well, go ahead and leave them to me. I'll get through this stash as fast as I can.
My man.
You have my thanks. Oh, there's something else I'd like to give to you.
Oh, another gift?
This is...
What?
A stone slate, engraved with a symbolic design.
A unique gift?
Well, that is an apt description. It is, in actuality, a legal codex.
Going back... Oh, wait, I'm pretty sure they talked about that when all of them were together at the fortress. Okay, that's actually a pretty good callback.
A legal codex, huh?
Before the advent of modern writing utensils, information was recorded on stone slabs such as this. The law was no different.
That does seem like a gift Neuvillette would give, though.
Okay.
Since ancient times, the scales of justice have symbolized the fairness and impartiality of judiciousness.
Uh-huh.
As a tribute to that sentiment, this slate was designed after a traditional legal codex and engraved with a symbol instead of text.
I mean, it's a very unique gift. You gotta give it to him.
During my travels recently, I chanced upon a roadside stall offering tourists the opportunity to try their hand at the ceramic arts. So I decided to have a go. We joked with Claran some time ago about gifting you a legal codex.
Yep, the callback.
So, here you go.
Ah, so that's what this is about.
Honestly, you gotta respect it.
I did not expect you to remember it as well. In any case, I hope this can be considered as a reasonable attempt to join in on the banter.
I love him so much, man. He's so cute.
It is a very good attempt. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. Even your sense of humor centers around the law. That's an impressive level of commitment.
Hey, the man's trying to learn. You gotta give it to him.
Well, a gift of this significance deserves to be put on display, and I know just the place. Front and center in the fortress's showroom.
Look at that. Friendly banter.
Surely there's no need for such a grand gesture.
Just kidding. I don't have anything like a showroom. But we do have a storage room. We can put it next to all the mechanical parts Siegewin has collected.
Siegewin collects mechanical parts. That's interesting.
That sounds good to me.
So that's what you were doing in Qiaoying Village.
Damn, my cheeks hurt, man. I've been smiling too much.
Indeed. Of course, while I was there, I also took the opportunity to taste the local spring water.
I bloody knew it.
The aftertaste is much purer than what I have delivered to me in Fontaine. It stands to reason that the long-distance transport has a tendency to imbue the water with extraneous emotion. If you want to experience the true flavor, you simply have to go to the source. Perhaps I should organize some time off to do the same elsewhere.
Damn, what's with the traveler coming out with these lines? As they say in Liyue, a balance between work and play is sure to keep your troubles at bay.
Then we are of the same mind. It appears my desire is justified.
If you say so, but you know you don't have to justify a vacation, right? You can just take one.
I think that might be a little bit too much for him to learn at this point, Paimon. He has to take it in steps.
After all, you're hardly bereft of time. You can do whatever you want.
You're quite right. I suppose I suffer not from a lack of opportunity, but rather a lack of inspiration.
Makes sense.
However, after reading a few articles about Liyue's holiday traditions, the idea popped into my head and made itself quite at home. Seeing as I was free of responsibilities for the morning, I decided to depart at once.
Yeah, and how was your half-a-day vacation?
Refreshing. My spontaneous outing seemed to inspire quite a few other spontaneous decisions as well.
I mean, yeah, going out for a walk or a vacation does help with the mind.
Take, for example, my foray into ceramics. At first, soil from the ground is granular and unforgiving, but add the right amount of water, and it becomes soft, moldable, and able to take shape.
Yes, indeed.
In the past, I never thought about how quotidian vessels were crafted. But now, I have participated in their very making.
Oh, there you go. There's a new learning experience for you. Man's gonna be drinking water whilst creating vessels. You gotta respect it.
This is also something I made today.
Oh, new teapot decoration? Wait, no. That's actually adorable. You know what? He's nailed that, you know? Damn, well played, my guy. Oh, wow. What a big ladle.
That's a ladle? Paimon thought it was supposed to be some long-necked sea creature.
Yeah, that was my guess as well.
That was indeed one of my inspirations.
Yeah, it's amazing. The color also matches your style.
Really? You like it?
Oh, bro, that's a... He's so happy. I love it. That's actually low-key adorable.
To tell you the truth, given your unexpected arrival, I find myself quite unequipped to give you the welcome you deserve.
Bro, we need more Neuvillette.
Around such an important holiday such as this, human custom would dictate that gifts should be in order.
Honestly, that gift is enough. That's downright adorable.
But I'm afraid this is all I can offer. If you'll have it, that is.
I mean, can I really keep this? You made it by hand and everything.
That is precisely why it would do me such a great honor if you accepted.
Thank you.
You are most welcome. Happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite. Oh, that reminds me. You pass along the advice for Neuvillette's vacation.
Approve a leave of absence request for myself. That sounds like it could easily lead to a vicious cycle of self-indulgence, something which couldn't be in further violation of protocol.
Yeah, we're gonna have to work on that a lot.
But I suppose I understand her point. My proclivity to refrain from personal outings does in part originate from a sense of responsibility toward my duties. But it is also due to a lack of desire to engage in the human world.
I mean, as well, if he did go on vacation to, like, different regions, if he comes across any Archon, it's gonna be on site, so we're gonna have to be careful of where he goes.
But now I see that the human world is indeed full of many interesting places to discover.
Yeah, I could have told you that. Bro, it's so cute, dude. If this ladle is used to taste various waters, you might perhaps gain insights you would not normally. What, if we use this ladle, we can, like, read the memories? That would actually be kind of sick.
Lantern Rite marks the start of the new year in Liyue.
Correct?
In the spirit of the season, then, I wish you a year of success as vast and endless as the open ocean.
The same to you, Neuvillette. The fact that he sounded so happy when he gifted it to us, man, it was just a cute moment. Though I would love to hear about Zhongli's opinion on Neuvillette. Right, I'm interrupting the outro because I heard that you can actually meet Zhao and you can have a moment with him, so I'm gonna try and find him. I'm pretty sure he's around here. There he is.
Traveler.
Hello, Zhao. It's just as I thought. You stopped short of stepping into the city again.
Being in the city isn't the only way for me to appreciate the lights and beauty of Lantern Rite. Look. Liyue Harbor lies just beyond this mountain.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be better if you were on top of the mountain? I feel like that is like a much better view.
As long as I stand at this vantage point, I may freely behold the sights of all the kites slowly ascending into the sky.
Fair enough.
For me, that is enough.
Alright, maybe next year, guys.
I invited you here because there is something I would like to do.
What, release a lantern or a kite?
I want to release a shell lantern.
You know it.
I'd like you to be there for it.
Sign me up. Honestly, I love getting these moments with Zhao. It's so wholesome. Did you make it yourself?
Yes.
That's cute.
I apologize for its crude appearance. I have little skill in that regard.
Nah, it's amazing.
You are very kind, as usual.
Damn, we're getting some romance up in here?
Alright. It's time.
Oh, we're doing it together? Sheesh. The fact that I nearly missed this is awful. That should have been marked on the map. You good? As the Zhao lantern slowly disappears into the tranquil night sky, Zhao's expression softens.
Traveler.
Yes?
Thank you.
Man, it's just a great relationship, innit? Slowly but surely, we're fixing him. Maybe next year. Right, okay, back to the outro. Right, and that finishes up the Lantern Rite. But yeah, the cutscene in Act 3 was downright amazing. The drums in that scene, the animation, it was just stunning to look at. And then Act 4 was just super enjoyable. Again, one of my favorite parts is just seeing characters from different regions interact. It will always be like one of my favorite things. I think this is probably my favorite act just because of that. I mean, it is just nice seeing Furina interact with other people. And I do find it entertaining that Zhongli kind of panicked and, you know, decided to hide himself away from Neuvillette. Which I know, although it would bring disaster if those two did meet, I would still like to see that interaction. Right, once again, that finishes up that. So if you don't want to miss any future reactions to Genshin Impact content, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you then.